Sure. So I've served as the executive director for Red River Theaters. It's a movie theater. It's a pretty cool gig, right? For 6 years. And I always said it was like my first big gig. I'd never managed people. I'd never managed such a big budget. I really walked in very naive. I think if I knew what I was getting into, I probably would never have taken the job. But I think what's so interesting is that I think anybody can be a leader. I think sometimes I don't think I was a leader until I got that position, because I think you meet the moment sometimes and you just don't know what's inside you. And what you were saying, like there's so many things you haven't even developed or discovered about yourself, and that's the best part. I mean, we were just talking about getting older is awesome because you care less, at least for me, I care less about what people necessarily think of me. And folks that I respected and admire, they saw me as a leader before I was one. And that really motivated me to grow on my own, like ask as many questions. And, I just promised myself that I wasn't going to pretend that I knew anything, because I knew nothing. I read a lot of articles, I asked a lot of questions, had a lot of meetings and coffee with people that have walked that path, and just ask them. Sometimes they give really great advice. Sometimes they give like advice that you're like, that's not for me. And most of all, I think they give the best lessons are from mistakes, from the things that you trip up on. But it was really wonderful to be seen that way. And I think I shared too, I grew up here in New Hampshire as the only like non-white person in my high school. And so for me, like fitting in and disappearing was like how I wanted to survive. And then I grew up and realized like everything that is different about me is my superpower. And so whatever thing you think is weird about you, that's probably something that you have over everybody else. So I think when other people recognize that and say, wow, like that thing about you is actually really cool, and we want to give you this opportunity. So I just think the more you are yourself, the more that you are comfortable, the more that you explore the things that excite you, people will recognize that. And I was really lucky to have people that said, yeah, we think you can do this. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it and not tell them I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I think that it's like being seen on any level, whether it's you're being seen as just a person or a leader, it's really powerful, right? Someone recognizes like that you're really funny, or that you have a particular skill set that you didn't think was important. It makes you unique. And I think don't hide that, because someone will see that and appreciate it. And hopefully you'll get to like something you love something.